This week on Barbell Shrugged, we interview Team USA, Coach Matt Chan, Jason Khalpia, Ben Smith, and of course, Rich Froning.
Lights on in the kingdom. Useless team of prepared ones. Kick it. Sailing on the sea. Changing always. All for the storm. Laying out alone. Begging for supplies. Season of the vine. Fall out.
Welcome to Barbell Shrugged. Mike Blutzer here with Doug Larson. We have traveled to Cookeville, Tennessee to hang out with the men's Team USA for the what's the name of the competition we're doing, Matt?
It's the CrossFit Invitational.
CrossFit Invitational, which will be in Berlin in a couple weeks. And Matt Chan is here as the coach.
Hi.
Coach
and
Matt.
we have Rich Froning here and Ben Smith. And we've got Hollywood there in the back.
Yeah, he'll come
Jason
eventually.
Khalpia getting worked on. Yeah. So you guys are all coming in, training together. And Matt, you got all these guys on the same training program?
The same training program. These guys are doing exactly what I've told them to do for the last 6 months. And no, man, we're just getting together and we're really just trying to work together as a team, iron out some details and see what we're good and bad at. So
today we were watching, and you were doing a lot of team building type programming. A lot of the WODs were, I really like the holding.
Yep.
The holds while the other partner, does thrusters or or
An
deadlifts.
actual team event, you mean?
Actual team event, yeah.
yeah, I think I know that these guys are good at individual events. I don't really need to test them at that. There's a reason why they were 1, 2, and 3 in the CrossFit Games. They're plenty good, but it's interesting how you take a bunch of individuals, you put them on a team, and then all of a sudden maybe things clash a little bit. But
things start falling apart.
But not today. I thought these guys worked pretty well together.
Is there going to be individual and team events for these guys, or are they doing only team?
Well, the way that it works is everything's designated as we're Team USA versus Team World. But
so I thought it was just USA versus Europe.
no, it's world now.
So the U.S. is battling everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they just can't step it up enough. We're going to have to make it versus the universe.
Wait, one world team against the USA or multiple different world teams?
That's what I'm saying. They should have multiple different, world teams. But right now they only have the one, and then that's it.
Okay,
That's
USA
it.
versus the world.
That's it.
That's what I like to hear.
They pick the best from outside the U.S. and put them up against our guys and girls, and we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. Who's on the world team?
Chad McKay, Frederick Agidius, Dominic LaRouche,
Fancy names.
Albert, Kara Webb. Oh yeah, Albert. I'm sorry. Kara Webb, Sam Briggs, and Camille.
Cool. All right, I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Oh, that's pretty funny. You guys are so good.
We gave you the golden microphone because you're so special.
Look at that.
It's the Hollywood microphone.
Don't touch it.
Now you're messing it up.
No.
Yeah, you really.
How do I look?
You're looking good.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
It's a radio show though, so that doesn't really matter.
Well, we're about half the people out there. Do you guys
Matt hasn't noticed the camera yet.
have your own training? One of the things we went and podcasted with Jason a couple of weeks ago in San Jose, and we had a really good time talking about his training philosophy. So, Rich, can you give people like just kind of how you approach training overall?
Very similar to what Jay does. We just kind of in the mornings, very similar to what they do. We got a kind of a crew that we work out with. We just show up and throw stuff on the board like we did yesterday with Matt. Matt jumped in on that yesterday. And then middle of the day, I'm doing some just pure Olympic lifting. And then afternoons, very similar to the morning. A lot like Jason. It's pretty funny that
All about having fun.
all about having fun, working hard and having fun.
We've had you on the show a couple times now, so we've kind of got your take on things, and we had you the other day. But actually, I'm pretty new to meeting Ben. I really don't know anything about your background. So since you've never been on the show before, can you tell everyone kind of your background, how you got into CrossFit, and then kind of what your training philosophy is as well?
Yeah, so I got into CrossFit when I was in high school, actually, a while ago. I'm 23 now. To use it just to play, get better at playing baseball. Wanted to play college ball, wanted to play pro ball, all that stuff. Ended up transferring schools and stopped playing baseball and really got into competing in CrossFit. So ever since then, I've been going. My first competition was the regionals in 2009. Ended up going to the games and doing terrible, and then trying to come back and do better each year.
Well, you kind of stood out because you were so young.
Yeah,
A lot of the guys were older that were at the games at that point.
I was 18 in my first games, and
That's
then
young.
so it's been 5 games since then.
Yeah. And you've gone every year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're going, was it? Jason's got the quote. Coming long for
For a long time.
I want to come hard for a long time or something.
That's right. I come hard and I come for a long time.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That dude came hard and he came for a long time.
Jason's training philosophy.
That's right.
It looks like you guys are right on board with that.
Now I have a question, Ben. So, Rich
Jason's running the show now.
no,
So you're taking over.
Fine by me.
well, I think on the show it's important because like Rich and I, we kind of just make stuff up and just have some fun with it. Make stuff up and have fun with it, and just trying to enjoy the environment and just not take things too seriously and just hit it hard. Do you have set programming, or how does yours look?
No, it's the exact same thing you guys do. It's not like
So there's not some special
no. We
The
work
exact
out.
same thing,
We work
and then
out.
you don't
at,
do anything.
Yeah, we
the
work
same.
out at 10 a.m. and we work out at 5:30 p.m. and we just make stuff up. Whatever we feel like doing.
Interesting.
How many days a week you training?
6.
6 days a
And
week?
then 7 is like something easy.
What would something easy be?
Rowing or running. Long,
Okay.
long slow distance.
I don't know. I find that sometimes when Rich is doing something that's easy, I find it to be pretty difficult. That's why I'm asking.
Easy is definitely relative. I find with most people, they're doing some type of structured strength programming, and then the Metcons are the random part. Is that kind of what it's like for you?
That's what I am.
We actually had that conversation yesterday that I think that's the best way to approach a strength program is that you have to have some structure. You can't, I mean, you can just throw stuff together. In fact, Rich's program is interesting. You want to fill them in?
On what?
Just the rep sequences.
Right now?
Yeah.
The one I'm following is just a lot of heavy singles
Yeah, that's it.
right now.
There you go.
Every day, pretty much.
So you work to a heavy single every single day, and I mean, if it works for you, it works, right?
Hitting PRs right now, so.
As you get closer to the CrossFit Games, will you kind of get away from the 1RMs and
Yeah.
move more towards reps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the warm-up sets, we'll still do some moderate or higher reps just to get some volume in, but.
Is that different movement every day, though? You're doing like snatches one day, cleans the next day, or you're just squatting every day?
The squats are every day. It's back and front squat at heavy single Monday through Thursday and then Saturday. And then you'll heavy single on snatch on Monday, heavy single on clean and jerk on Wednesday, and then Saturdays both.
And once you hit that heavy single, are you done?
You're
you don't
done.
do a lot of volume after that?
No, you do. Well, the second squat, you'll do a little bit, like a few sets of 3 or 2.
Like a drop set.
Or maybe, or some pause squats or something like that.
I feel like you got to try out a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
though. Like you can't.
I just
you
enjoy
can't-
Olympic lifting, so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll try it out.
I think just getting underneath some weight, lifting, 5s, 7s, 3s, 1s,
I'm with Jason on that one.
15s.
15s, 22s.
I was about to ask about like the strength volume, because if you're doing a lot of conditioning, do you try to keep the strength stuff really high intensity, low volume, or it sounds like you might be just all over the place on that?
I'm particularly all over the place, but I'm gonna start getting a little bit more structured for the top end. But for right now, I've been very all over the place. Wherever I travel to, whatever they want to do, I'll just do it.
So what do you do with the glycolytic pathway?
I try and hit the.
Which of the 10 energy systems did you work today?
As I'm squatting, I'm working.
Sorry, no.
Gotta work your lactate
That's okay.
battery.
Just hitting it hard. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time. It's like everybody's trying to come up with that, programming, but it's just
It's hard
just
work.
getting in the gym and hitting it.
There's no secret.
I think people hear the different things that you guys do, and they only see the differences. They're like, well, he does a single every day, and he does doubles and triples only 3 times a week, and they only see like those little differences, and they don't picture it in their head like, okay, they squat heavy and they squat consistently over days, weeks, months, and years. For 5 years in a row, if you squat consistently, whether it's 2 days a week or 1 day a week or 6 days a week, you're going to get stronger.
Right.
Yeah.
There's more similarities there than there are differences.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you're going to see is like what I find most common with the most successful athletes is first is like training frequency and then intensity after that. And if you can keep that up, that's kind of where the best guys are at. That's the things that are the same. And then all
Yes.
that.
And having the fun with it too.
Oh, here goes Matt.
That's tough.
Let's see.
That's tough. I don't know if I agree
He
with
winced.
that.
Yeah.
I see his face.
I don't
He
know
was
if I
like,
agree with
I don't
that.
know about that.
He's going to say intensity first.
I
Watch.
do. Well, I would say the two are even because I do think you can make it to the games and compete at the highest level without having the highest volume.
Right.
If you're built for that. But I think, this year, I think we saw the people with the highest volume and the most intensity were the ones winning the games, or, doing the best
Yeah,
in the games.
I mean, I would say like a couple years ago, you definitely saw guys doing some pretty low volume training,
Super
making
low.
it. But yeah, sometimes I think you're just seeing fewer people get through that regional weekend
Yep.
if they're consistently not doing high volume. And I think a lot of people may have just done a lot of high volume training
Yep.
Yeah.
before they got into CrossFit, and they can get away with only high intensity for a while.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people get burnt out. I feel like they try and do more volume just for the sake of doing more volume, without understanding why they're doing more volume. It's like they're just doing it to do it, and not like with a purpose or with intensity. They're just kind of like, oh well, I got to do 10 workouts a day because that's what Rich Froning does, and they just kind of go in the gym and just dilly dally, and it just breaks them down mentally. They're just broken.
If you're not having fun, it's hard to train.
Yeah, totally. And you see that when you get to regionals, when you get to games, and people just look flat. You just watch them, and it's like, that guy's overtraining, or that guy's not having fun,
And you can just tell by looking at them how they're walking around, if they're having a good time or not.
If they're checked out or not. Yeah, it's easy
Yeah.
to tell.
I think it's interesting. I mean, these guys who are coming in pretty fast, they're accumulating skills faster with volume. I think that's the big difference, right? If you're only doing one workout a day, you can't accumulate the skills and drills like you can
Yeah.
if you're doing multiple workouts.
Yeah, they just
Getting
get
more
more practice
practice.
reps.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if it means a decreased intensity, is that worth it or not? I don't know.
So where the coaching can come in and good programming can come in is appropriate volume for the skills. So if
the
you're
person.
if you're doing a lot of volume, but your skills are shitty, you're probably maybe stepping backwards instead of forwards.
Yeah,
you
right,
see that
exactly.
a lot. You
Yep.
probably see that a lot with endurance athletes.
Or he's going to end up hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of injuries will pop up.
We should make
Backtracking.
that clear though too. It's like we're talking to guys who have been doing this a long time. We've all been training for a long time. When I first started CrossFit, I followed CrossFit.com religiously, and that was a good place for me to start because it gave me that variance that I needed. But now that we've been doing it for so long, we kind of know what our bodies need, and so we're at a different place. So like people who are listening to this and they're brand new to CrossFit, they should just find a program and just stick with it.
Be
CrossFit.com,
consistent. Yeah.
and be consistent with it. CrossFit.com.
Not cherry pick. Not I like that workout. Oh, I
Right.
like that workout. You don't
Yeah.
know.
The
if
more
that-
experience you get, the more you can go by feel.
Exactly. These guys will tell you every day. I probably get 10 emails. Hey, I want to get to the games. What program should I
Yep.
follow? CrossFit.com. Have fun. That's it. And then eventually you could kind of develop your own thing. So I think that's something that we should talk. or at least state.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that you were following that though?
6 years ago,
Yeah, so you've been training for a long time, and then how long did you follow for?
about a year and a half, every day.
And that
Yeah.
sounds extremely typical. It's
Well-
extremely typical. It's like a year and a half, and then that's when
And
people
then
start like kind
clicks. Yeah.
of coming in
Yeah.
their own stride.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you aren't able to do every single workout on CrossFit.com as prescribed,
You can't do the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, you're not going to go to the CrossFit Games.
Of course not.
Obviously.
So I mean, you've got obvious gaps in your programming and your training that you need to address before worrying about these specialized programs.
Yeah, going into a specialized program might not be a good idea if you can't get through all the WODs and do them as prescribed, and they're totally tearing you apart.
That's right.
You don't need the more volume.
Nope.
Right.
So how long have you been programming for these guys?
48 hours.
That's what I thought. He'll send us
Yeah,
some
the
workouts to
6
try
month-
every once in a while.
Yeah, the 6-month thing's a joke.
Yeah.
And Matt, you've been competing for a long time. Can you give us like a little background on you?
Yeah, I've been competing in the CrossFit Games since 2008. With this guy, I think we're the only 2 men left that have done since 2008.
Yeah, I'm going on year 7.
Going on year 7. So I've been CrossFitting since 2007. I started because of firefighting. I was actually a pretty poor athlete once I got a little weight on me. So as a firefighter, you obviously load yourself up with gear and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and crawl around and drag a hose, drag a dummy. And I just got my butt handed to me by all the other guys, and I was like, man, I need to figure something out. I'm weight training. I don't get it. Somebody introduced me to CrossFit. I was like, boom. I love this. And slowly, CrossFit's just kind of quickly become my life. Retired from the fire department, opened a gym, did the gym thing for a long time, and now pretty much just training myself and then on the headquarters staff on the weekends.
Doing the level 1 certs.
Level 1s,
Seminars.
Oh, you're doing the.
coaches prep,
Certificate.
and
The level 1 would be a cert.
It's a seminar.
Oh, it's a seminar. You get certified if you pass the test.
Nope.
There's no certification
You get a certificate.
to get a certificate.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's a
different
certificate
credentials.
course.
It's a certificate course.
Yeah. But anyway,
All right.
Accreditation.
so we do.
Okay.
I do the CPCs, level 1s, and then what Chris Spieler, Eric O'Connor, and I came up with, which is the competitor course. And that really is. I mean, it's a good, not even intro. It's a good beginning and intermediate level course for basically coaches or somebody who's training themselves on how to approach training for a competition.
Do you find a lot of people that are attending those or people that are doing more regional competitions?
Even lower than regional, yeah. I'd say because we asked that question, how many of you guys are, regional level competitors? And
Yeah.
usually like 2 hands go up out of 20 something.
Right.
So, this is people who want to make it to regionals.
So a lot of people are interested in competing. So that's a big discussion a lot of times inside the gym, inside our facility too, is like how many people are interested in just general fitness,
Yep.
and who's interested in being competitive.
Right.
That's probably going to vary from
It's usually
place
like
to place.
10% want to be competitive and the rest just want to look good naked, right?
Yeah. I just want to look good naked personally.
Hell yeah.
Ben, did you have an Olympic weightlifting background before you came to CrossFit?
No.
No?
No, I just didn't have any muscle mass on me, so I was always flexible.
Okay, I was
When
going to say,
I was
like,
younger, it was
you're-
like, so the flexibility kind of came easy.
yeah.
And then I just worked my way up from when I
You
was
played
younger.
baseball, so
Okay.
you guys
Played
just stretch
baseball.
all the time.
Yeah, right? We didn't do any...
Can't do any overhead
We're
work.
saying that
Yeah.
because he moves well, right?
Ran
He
a
does,
lot.
man. I'd never really seen you do any Olympic stuff before. Like I guess I just never paid attention. But seeing you train today, no offense to any of y'all, but like you fucking move really, really well. Like everyone else moves good too, but I'd already seen these guys train a bunch of times, so I was shocked about how good
How fast
you do
he is,
move.
too.
It's
Fast
fast
and
and fluid. It looks great.
It's like you're an athlete or something.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah,
You're gonna go
I always
somewhere
just
someday.
enjoyed the lifting part. So it's always fun. So I always watch videos, learn online, that kind of thing. Because when I started CrossFit, there were no affiliates. There were like 2 affiliates.
Right.
So it wasn't like a common thing to be like, oh hey, just go check out a local box.
So who'd you end up
uh,
training with? Did you end up finding an Olympic coach specifically?
No, it was just myself. I didn't have.
You learned
I
all
didn't
that
have
through
a coach.
videos and just
Yep.
practicing on your own?
Yep, practice and watching and over and over repetitions.
That's unique, man.
How many of you guys had weightlifting coaches at one point? Just curious.
I have.
You had a weight. You still work with somebody?
Yeah, I mean he's one of our staff at NorCal, and he trained at the Olympic Training Center, and he works with us.
Cool.
Not like daily, but we work with him, and and then you just find a specialist to help with those things. But it's still a work in progress, man.
Rich, you bounce around a bit.
Yeah, I have no. I have no.
Yeah. I've known you since the beginning, so
Yeah,
I'm kind of
yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to ask for the audiences.
Right. No, there's no set. Same as Ben.
You never spent time with a weightlifting coach. Mostly YouTube videos.
Mostly
and-
YouTube videos or
CrossFit
CrossFit.com
Journal.
or a lot of
Yeah.
on-the-minute stuff, and just your body just kind of figures it out after that point.
Yeah, what about you, Matt?
I solicit people's help.
Yeah.
I used to drive down to Colorado Springs because Casey Bergner and Natalie Bergner both trained at a CrossFit gym down in Colorado Springs once a week. And I'd go down there, hour and a half drive, and there was literally 4 people in the class every single time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be trained by an Olympian. And
Well
somebody.
worth it.
Yeah, right,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pay the $20 drop-in fee to get personal trained by 2 Olympic athletes. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Feel like you found the secret. You're like, I found it.
Yeah.
You feel like lucky that you found it and nobody knows about it. It's
That's
mine.
right. Yeah, that's right. Not
That's how
telling
I felt.
Not telling anyone.
And it looked like it was Tabata squats.
I got so fired up. I was in like this little brick place then. I just got off the plane. I walked in there. He's fucking repping out 500 pounds. I was like, yes, you know, because like it just fires you up. Yes. Are you going to me? Yay! Neato!
I told him he needs to make that "Get Out of There" shirt.
Get out! Get that! Get that!
Take it. Take it.
You take it like it's yours. Get out of there!
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Get out of those heels.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty common.
Jason,
Yes.
you've been getting recognized off the streets now since you've been on Barbell Shrug? Everybody just stopping you left and
Because
right?
of Barbell Shrug every minute.
What about you, Rich? Same thing?
Hey man, weren't you on Barbell Shrug? I get that all the time.
I know. Must be tough.
You're like episode 238. I don't know which one it is.
Get it, Ben.
Yep, that'll work, man.
We're doing second hole.
Second hole. Second hole. Second hole. I'm on number 5. Oh my god. Fucking ass.
Go, Jay.
Good, bro.
Yeah, Jay.
Hole number 2.
Hole number 2. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, Matt. Here we go, Matt. Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, Matt. Yep. Yep.
There you go.
Good. Everything but the big play. I had sensible, I guess. I had sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah, just adding.
No, you chalk in the bucket. Don't drag the chalk all over the gym after you chalk. Chalk on you too. Chalk on. So all that excess chalk is back in the bucket. I don't have 6 gyms like you.
He obviously doesn't clean his gym.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm getting scolded by my house broken.
I'm sure your associates take care of everything.
Yeah, assets.
Assets. Sorry, your assets take care of all your stuff for you.
Assets, bro.
Nice. Good one.
Clean. Good. Look at that left arm compared to the right.
Hold on it.
Toes come back.
Can't feel your body for a minute.
Yeah, your toes come back.
It's good for you. Don't worry about it.
This one's a lot better.
The first time you do that to someone, you got to be like, I hope this works. Act confident.
They taught me this in school.
That's right.
Should I tell them I'm about to do it?
Or that too. The first time you're like,
Yeah.
you alright?
Oh shit. Yep. Come on. Good, man. Come on. Yep. Go, man. You go, man. Oh my god. I'm about to shit myself on the second one. Yeah.
So what's the schedule for the weekend? You guys are taking off here pretty soon to fly to Berlin right now, right? And then you guys are getting there with like a week to spare?
A week from now.
Tuesday.
Oh, you're just flying home right now?
I think we leave Tuesday, right?
Oh, okay.
We fly home right now, and then we fly out again on Monday. So today's Tuesday right now?
Yeah.
So we fly out in less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we arrive on Tuesday. And then normally what they did last year is... we got our uniforms and stuff, and then we did some like press conference type stuff, and then we do a lot of dry runs through the workouts because it's a live event, so they want it to look pretty smooth and pretty,
polished, clean.
Yeah. You guys do know what the WODs are then?
Well, we'll find out like on Thursday, and then we'll run through them on Friday like multiple times, or maybe even Thursday, Friday, just to make sure they look good. Because then for the TV crew and stuff, they want to know how the cameras will be angled and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So not really for you guys, more for the crews.
Right. And we won't do it like the whole workout. We won't use the prescribed weight, but we will perform the sequences so that they can kind of see how it's going to look.
Okay.
And last year, it was pretty neat the way they let us program the workouts. So
no way, really?
Yeah. So it was basically
like after you knew who was on the team, like you could play to their strengths.
Right. So we're sitting at the little press conference, and it's Team USA versus Team Europe. We're sitting across from each other, and we're like, "How about Amanda, heavy Amanda?" and they were like, "Nope, I don't like the heavy part, but we'll do Amanda." And it's like, "Good, we'll do it." And then that was just workout after workout. That's how we did it.
How many WODs did you do last year?
6, 7.
1, 2, 3.
Just 1 day or 2 day event?
1 day.
It's 2 hours.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Whoa. So the way it was last year, it was a guy and girl combo against a guy and girl. So first event was a thruster box jump. Second event was like an Amanda, or it was Amanda.
Team Amanda, yeah.
Team Amanda. So one person goes, next person goes. 9, or 12.
Snatch, muscle up, muscle up, and then down.
And then it was a burpee box jump and a shoulder overhead workout. And then after that, we did some heavy lifting. So the girls went and they did like a 1 rep max snatch, clean and jerk, and then they did like a little tripper type workout. And then after that, the guys went same thing, clean and jerk snatch. And then we did different type of
hang clean shoulder. It was DT, similar to DC.
Yeah, with a little sprint action in it. And then after that, we did a team workout all together.
All 6.
And I think, was that it?
I think there was 2 team workouts after that. We did 2 team workouts together.
Oh, one was the conga line, and then one was the synchronized.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, 4 workouts.
Who was the conga line then?
Or did the girls only do the conga line?
I don't think we did that. I
Dude,
think we did the synchronized one.
It was like you all did pull-ups, then we all did.
That was the synchronized one. It was all kind of.
So roughly 4 events.
Yeah.
All that to say,
That took a while.
Yeah. So it ended up being pretty lopsided in the end? Or
Carry the one.
Was it pretty close, or was it pretty lopsided?
Lopsided.
Yeah?
Yeah, we took them out.
It wasn't even a competition?
Yeah,
like the dream team?
There was a few events that should have been won that weren't won.
To their defense, so we won the first event.
Yeah.
They won the second event. We won the third event. They won the 4th event. We won the 5th event. So at that time, before the guys went, we were pretty even. And then we won the next 3 events.
The guys won. Yeah, the guys won all of our events, and
then our team
the
won
full
the event.
team won the events.
You're right. But at one point, I mean, it looked like it was, it looked like it was kind of like,
Might be close there for a second. So that's kind of how you figure it'll go this year. It'll be like maybe close, but probably take it still.
I'm gonna make sure that the workouts get programmed in our favor. That's for sure. we've been
I
playing
like your style.
We've been playing with stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what the stuff is, and if you guys caught some of those on pictures today, you got to delete that stuff. But we've been playing with some movements and some sequences that look very aesthetic that I know that the camera people will really like, but also play to our favor as far as weights, movements, intensity, stuff like that. So
Giving away the secrets.
Yeah, it'll be really good.
And I've hung out with Rich and Jason now, and both of them are very busy traveling a lot. And I don't know about you guys too. I mean, if you're doing the level ones, I'm sure you're traveling. I don't know about you, Ben.
Yeah. So I just have a new box now, so I'm trying to. It's tough with just one other coach, just me and one other coach running all the classes.
Yeah.
I've been traveling a lot lately, and then we're going to Berlin all next week, so we've been out a lot, but hopefully it'll slow down a little bit, and I can focus on the box a little bit more.
Aren't you doing something else, too? Something else you got going on, right?
After the games?
What?
Aren't you doing something after the games?
When?
Is this a secret?
It's a leading question.
In August?
Next year.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Getting married.
There you
next
go.
Year.
That's what I was trying to get
That's
you.
next year. That's
no,
next
it's
year.
something you got going on, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're planning a wedding.
Yeah.
That will get more and more time consuming as it gets closer.
Right.
A little time.
Yeah.
Or
Almost
you may
a
be
year.
in more and more trouble as time goes.
That's right.
Maybe not time
Maybe a little
consuming,
bit of both.
but
Yeah, I don't know. So with how much you guys travel, I get a lot from people saying, hey, I travel a lot, I do sales, I'm busy, I can't train, that's the excuse, I can't train or eat right. How is it you guys are able to stay on top of your training when you travel? Like, how do you make it a priority?
I live in an Airstream travel trailer. I travel all the time. Here's the deal.
Are you being
It
serious?
was solid.
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
I'm dead serious for the
Trailer
last year.
trash.
So for last year I've been trailer trash, but you know what? I mean, you got to prioritize your fitness. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
You can make all the excuses in the world. I eat bad because I don't have time because of my work schedule. Yeah. I get it.
Where does the majority of your training happen? Does it happen in other boxes as you're traveling?
Yeah.
And at home, you're just in your own gym?
So like I don't have a home. I don't own a home.
So
So
you guys, you had an affiliate at one point.
I still do.
Still don't have the affiliate.
I've got somebody running it.
But you don't train there the majority of the time.
At all.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of equipment in the back of his truck that he works
You
out
just
with.
pull it out.
That's right.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
Making it happen.
Since December 18th of last year.
So when someone comes to you with an excuse like I don't have time, you're like, you can't. You're like, don't talk to me.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
It's not necessarily a time thing when you travel. It's just a convenience thing. And if you want to work out, it's probably going to be inconvenient, but you just got to do it.
This guy's the king of hotel workouts.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be traveling, just do something.
Is that when you sneak in the bicep curls?
Hell yeah.
No, he's right. I mean, he gets up at 6 a.m. I've seen him do it multiple times when I've stayed in a hotel with him. I've slept in, and he's like, hey, I'm getting up tomorrow at 6 a.m. to go work out. These guys did the same thing during our trainer summit, and they're out there smashing it at 6 a.m.
I mean, dude, what it always is with the workouts, and this goes for everybody, the biggest thing I always hear is like, oh, I'm busy. It's like, really, dude? Are you really that busy you don't have an hour to work out? Because if you are, then you need to look at your lifestyle and determine if that's something you want to do. Because everybody has an hour to do something. They just need to get motivated to do it.
You want to lay on the bed and watch TV,
right,
or go do something.
It's all about how your priorities are set. Everybody has an hour, and anybody who says they don't is full of shit.
Yeah. Anyone can wake up and AMRAP 10 minutes of burpees and then get in the shower.
You're right. You're right.
It's not even an hour.
That's what I do
Yeah,
when I'm in a
not
hotel
even
room by
an
myself.
hour.
I just do 10 minutes of burpees, get in the shower, on with my day.
And I
He's
guarantee
making
you,
that up.
Hey, you do an AMRAP of 10 minutes in burpees, and the next day you do an AMRAP of air squats, the next day push-ups, whatever. I guarantee you're going to be fitter than a lot of people in the United States.
Yeah. Anytime I don't have time to train, I always just do an AMRAP that I know it's only going to take me 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever I have, and then I'm gone.
Yep.
No warm-up, just do bodyweight movements. They're warm-up movements anyway.
Yep.
Air squats, push-ups, burpees like you're talking about. Start to finish, 10 minutes, you're out.
Yep.
What about you, Ben? What's your advice from people?
Like when I'm traveling, I love hotel workouts. Like I like making stuff up, so it's always fun to get out there and.
I have a hard time coming
yeah.
up with stuff. Like what would be a good example?
I mean, you got a treadmill, you can run, you can go outside and run all the time. Any type of bodyweight movement, right? Like I always resort to burpees.
It's usually dumbbells.
Dumbbells.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Occasionally there's dumbbells.
Yeah, occasionally.
And normally they're just little dumbbells.
Have you ever gotten on one of those
Thrusters.
ellipticals? Like gazelle things?
No.
I mean, you can do sprint intervals on the treadmill, right? You put up the height.
Remember last year we were in London. We went down there. All they had was cardio stuff. So me and Jason did the fitness tests
on all the machines.
On all the machines, the bikes.
So how'd you do? Did you beat?
I don't even remember.
The machines were all smoking. Sparks were flying.
We got on the elliptical for like 10 seconds. We're like, this is terrible. I'm not getting on this thing. Like, my knees hurt.
The ellipticals. But I mean, it just goes back to that mentality, right? Like, you can get a workout anywhere, anytime. Just depends on how hard you want to push yourself, you know? You have dumbbells, you have nothing. Just start squatting really fast and push-upping really fast and sprinting down the hallway, running up the stairs. I've done a lot of that before.
Tabata's good.
So like if you're
Tabata.
let's just say you're in Vegas and you're on like a 50-story building, you know, go up 2 stories, do 10 push-ups, all the way to the top, all the way back down.
Throw up the booze from the night before.
Make it a little dizzy.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially in Vegas.
That's it.
Well, that's what's going to happen in Vegas.
That's what happens to you in Vegas.
Well, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that.
No Vegas stories on the podcast?
We'll save that for another day. We'll let these guys talk. So we were hanging out with Jason a couple weeks ago, and he had never fired a gun, but we're now here in Tennessee.
Well, I fired a gun.
What? Oh, I thought you said you didn't.
No, I never killed anything.
Oh, that's what it was. So
No,
have you killed anything since you've been here?
We tried this morning. We did a little team building this morning.
Yeah, we did.
We tried to kill some turkeys. Didn't happen.
They were up behind us, and just couldn't get them to come down.
Think Team World's out hunting somewhere?
I don't know.
Probably not.
No.
It's probably illegal wherever they're at.
They're all in different countries too. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We could have had some turkeys this morning, though, if that farmer wouldn't have come out in his field.
Oh, yeah? Y'all got kicked out?
No, but he was driving around his field right where the turkeys were and scared them off.
Yeah. I felt hella legit this morning, though.
Oh, yeah?
Camoed out,
I had
painted face.
I had face paint on.
Oh,
camoed
yeah.
out. I wore boots. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, step on some cow shit. I don't care. Come on.
Yeah, you didn't care because they were my boots.
That's right.
If they were your boots, it would have been a different story, probably.
Yeah.
You get some minimal boots?
Minimal.
No, these are not minimalist boots whatsoever.
No, these are the real deal.
Moccasins.
So who was armed and who was just watching?
Me and
I
Matt.
think legally we can only say
I was armed.
Yeah,
I was the only one armed.
Yep, he was the only one armed.
Yeah.
Enough said.
That was bow hunting?
Was
Yeah,
this
we were
bow
bow
hunting?
hunting.
Bow hunting, go turkeys? Or you bow hunt?
Well, okay, so
turkeys?
technically you can bow hunt. If you have a bow, you can hunt turkey or deer at this time.
Yep.
But you cannot take a gun and a bow because it's, I don't know.
That's a weird rule.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some weird
Like, it wouldn't
hunting
matter.
rules out there.
Yeah. So
for sure.
So we had some bows and some guns, but they were separate from people. Like everybody was separate.
Yep.
So you weren't together.
Sure.
No, it's actually true.
It's actually true.
It is true.
It's true. It's true. The guns were up on the hill, and we were kind of down the hill.
So Ben said he doesn't hunt.
Jason doesn't hunt. He carried the quiver.
He just got the
He was the arrow boy.
Yeah, the arrows.
I just hung out. I spotted the turkeys in the trees.
turkey arrow.
Yep. Fire.
Matt, do you find yourself hunting very often?
I just within the last year I've done a little bit of bow hunting. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Unsuccessfully so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've turkey hunt twice now. Went boar hunting once.
How'd that go? Was that fun?
It was a lot of fun. The boar hunting's just kind of like deer hunting, where you kind of seems like you need to stay more stationary. Mm-hmm. Whereas the turkey, it seems like you can kind of like stalk them a little bit, which is cool. But man, with the arrows, archery, it's I think significantly more difficult than a shotgun.
Yeah, I imagine so. I've never been turkey hunting. I want to go one day.
Yep.
But the stalking thing seems a lot more fun to me. I remember when I was a kid, I haven't been hunting since I was 17. And I think Doug has the same experience. Hunting is sitting in the cold and doing nothing.
Yeah, duck hunting sitting in the cold.
Duck hunting's fun, though.
Duck hunting's fun because
you hang out, and then you just shoot.
Yeah.
And you hang out, and then you shoot. Whereas, like, turkey, in the spring is a little bit better because you can get them to call back and forth.
Yeah.
In the fall, it's a little bit more tough because it's hard to bust them up. But
we're kind of social creatures, so we're all sitting there, trying to be quiet, but at the same time, we're sitting there bullshitting, laughing.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys only see each other every once in a while and you get together, that's got to be tough for sure.
Yeah. Can't be quiet.
Yeah.
Actually, you do a little rock climbing in the Progenics commercial.
Yeah.
Is that like one of your active recovery things?
Passion. I love rock climbing.
Dude, it's just for the advertisement.
That's right. It's the only time I've ever
looks
been
cool
out.
on the camera.
No, honestly, that's one of my passions. That's one of the reasons why we moved into the Airstream is to kind of get around and climb at different areas. It's a dream that my wife and I had for a long time. So
okay,
we
she
pulled it
climbs
off.
with you?
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
I don't know shit about rock climbing, but I'd love to go sometime.
Oh, if you guys are ever in Colorado, I'd love to take you. So, I mean, it's a blast. It's one of those things that, I mean, we've got all this fitness, and it would just come naturally to most of us.
We just got all this fitness.
We're just saving it up and not even using any of it or anything. Although, I mean, that is something that happens a lot with CrossFit. People, they build up all this fitness, and then the only time they use it is in the gym.
That's right.
I think it's unfortunate, at least go play some ultimate frisbee or something.
Yeah. Get on a stand-up paddleboard, go
We've been
hunting.
playing football every Saturday. We were talking about this yesterday, and Thomas was in here complaining because the first day we went out there, it was raining, and we didn't get the flags in time. And so I get out there, and we're playing two-hand touch. I was like, two-hand touch is lame. Let's play tackle. And Thomas is like, somebody's going to die. And so, the whole time, we played tackle. Nobody got hurt, but it was pretty fun. But we've been playing flag football every Saturday.
So you guys played full contact?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
No bad.
I did that when I was a kid,
hurt.
and I remember the adults out there going, man, you guys are stupid.
I remember now.
Now I know why they
said
were
that.
saying that,
Yeah. It took a couple of days, but it was still fun.
It's a good idea until the first time you go head-to-head, and you're like, that was a bad idea.
That was a bad idea.
That's why we wear helmets. I remember McGolder talking about how he used to play hockey, and they did CrossFit heavy for 3 or 4 years, and they went back and played ice hockey for the first time after 4 years of CrossFit, and he was like, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I never got tired. I felt so explosive. He didn't think it was going to be that different. He thought it was going to be I'm rusty. Didn't happen at all. He was way better, he said.
That's awesome.
Who's this, Mike McGoldrick?
Yeah, Mike McGolder. You know Mike McGolder?
He went to the games this year, right?
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, first time for him. He got really close 2 years ago, and then last year, me and him were in Africa, and so he had to go on team because he only got to do 1 or 2 of the open workouts, and they went out of town.
Got it.
Yeah,
That's cool. Great for the team.
true story.
You want to give these guys their guns?
Oh yeah,
We did. We brought gifts for everyone.
That's right.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, we
brought
did.
you a gun.
So everyone's in Tennessee, and we're big on shooting here. So we brought
They already gave me mine.
Rich got what he's got.
I can't get on an airplane with a gun.
Rob, bust them out.
I love that it's in a big black bag. That's right.
Big guns.
A bunch of stolen guns with the serial numbers.
We got it from a guy.
He's BB guns?
Yep. We got Rich real guns. We got you guys.
This
real
one goes
guns.
to Jason Khalpia.
Oh, thank you.
Jason.
We
That's
inscribed something on the side for you.
It's replacing
I
second.
came hard and I came long.
Episode 83. There you go.
They got me in 1911 that has Galatians 6:14 inscribed on one side and barbell shrugged on the other. It's pretty awesome.
Didn't want y'all to feel left out.
He's like, and I got this. Let me rub it in your face.
All right. And then we
Who's
got
that?
cupcakes.
Hot dogs and cupcakes.
That's me.
That's the man right there. Speaking of food, what's that Meal Fit shirt all about?
Meal Fit is Thomas's project.
Yeah,
And-
Thomas.
Oh, yeah?
He's
he
doing
left.
meal plans and grocery lists, and it's mealfit.co.
Yeah, basically, take a look at it on Facebook if you can.
Yeah.
Meal Fit.
Oh, not .com, .co.
.co. Yeah.
We didn't leave you out, Ben. You got the.
Wait, what is?
We got you something, buddy.
Is this a water gun?
Great.
It's a water gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I shot Nerf, those little Nerf darts.
Oh, right.
It's water gun all the way. Yeah, you can't come to Tennessee and not get a gun.
Get a gun?
Yeah.
And moonshine.
And moonshine.
Did you guys get some moonshine?
We got some moonshine
Oh
yesterday.
yeah.
What's drawn on Ben's? What is it?
That's a refrigerator.
Yeah. Obviously.
Classic. Classic.
Thanks, guys.
You bet.
Very thoughtful.
Ben, what's the story there for people that don't know you? With the
So
refrigerator?
I worked out in my garage a lot, and up till this past year, and every video that I had posted had the fridge in the background. And everybody always pointed it out, and I didn't think much of it. And then I don't know, it's kind of my thing now. I used to work out in front of the fridge. I don't know.
That's who you are.
I have a fridge.
He's overhead squatting 365 in front of a fridge.
That's one way to earn a
I don't know.
nickname.
Everybody always talked about it.
Dude,
so.
when you do the open workouts, I'm like, oh man, like one of them he did on a tree.
Yeah, muscle ups and
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
muscles on a tree, and I was just sitting there, I was just like, that's awesome. Because that's what CrossFit
It's the
is.
heart of CrossFit.
Yeah.
It's the heart of CrossFit.
Making it
CrossFit
happen.
anywhere.
Just like you guys are saying, just getting it done no matter what.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
Get a barbell, some steel plates, some rings, boom.
Doesn't have to be fancy.
Yep.
Fitness.
Fitness.
As long as gravity works, you're set.
I'm going to put some water in this thing.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this thing up
Hell
for
yeah.
the second time. Jason finally decided to join us. Let's go around the circle real quick. You can promote what you want to promote. Maybe tell people to train at certain gyms if they're in certain towns.
Thank some people.
If you've got sponsors or something like that. So
That's cool.
start with you, You want to go, Matt?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Check out CrossFit Verve if you're ever in Denver. It's my gym, and it's something I'm really proud of. So, the competitor course, if you guys have interest in competing, you don't know how to approach competing for a year, come check us out. Register at CrossFit.com. It's a 2-day course with me, Chris Spieler, and Eric O'Connor, and I hope you learn a lot.
Excellent.
Cool.
Jason?
Yeah, just check out NorCalCrossFit.com. And the new thing that we've been working on with Dolomar is this thing called a Go Mat. It's kind of cool. It's an at-home mat. I was tired of working out on my hardwood floor carpet, so we worked with them to create this mat that you can work out at home on. Because I thought carpet was kind of disgusting to get sweat on. I thought hardwood floor got slippery, so we made a mat.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Is there a website they can see that mat on?
Yeah, it's GoMatUSA.com.
Very cool.
You're really good at the marketing thing.
I was trying that one hard.
What do you got, Ben?
Yeah, CrossFit Krypton down in Chesapeake, Virginia. So if you're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach area, we just opened up this past December.
Cool, I like that name.
Yeah, CrossFit Krypton. So
Yeah.
we wanted like garage CrossFit or something, but that was already taken. So we ended up.
Imagine that.
Yeah, right.
A name
Right?
taken by
Yeah,
a
yeah.
CrossFit gym.
I still want to
Yeah,
have
so-
a CrossFit Smosh Fit.
Schmosh fit.
That might not make it through the application process.
If you're in Cookeville, Tennessee, CrossFit Mayhem. That's about it.
CrossFit Rich's Garage.
Yeah.
He seems to host everybody here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, guys, if you
Don't tell my
enjoyed this
address.
podcast, make sure to head over to iTunes, give us 5 stars, leave a positive comment.
Hell yeah.
If you leave a negative comment,
It would get deleted.
well, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't delete those on iTunes. Oh, well. All right, see you guys.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, so if we drive out, you guys drop me off because your flight's at
You wanna do this?
6:30.